The electorate in Wesley warned not to let indifference keep them from voting on December 8th. Dominican women leading the region in contesting elections, and political party representatives to meet with Bishop Malzer to hammer out a code of conduct for the election. A special welcome to you watching on Turn Up 767. I am Lurian Graham with the Channel 5 News. Details after this.
Ho, ho, ho!
It's the ram that I want to pull up me belly. It's the ram that I want to bat in the batty.
Play Big 4 and win even more this Christmas. Spend $9 or more on Big 4 tickets and get a free letter. Spell ham, rum or buy and win hams, single barrel rum and shopping vouchers. Plus non-winning promotional tickets gets a chance to win one of 4 supermarket shopping sprees valued at $1,000. The more tickets you buy, the more letters you get to win. Have a cheerful ham and rum Christmas from the Dominican National Lottery. Promotion starts November 10th to December 31st.
You just got into a car accident. Now you have to fix it and you don't have a cent. Don't worry, be happy. Your home got flooded out and you've lost it all, and chances to recover start to look very small. Don't worry, be happy.
Want to live the worry-free life today? Call us at Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt. Beacon Insurance. Switched on.
Ozone. When you use Ozone. 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 Never done till the dirt is gone. Ozone.
Christmas at Courts to make the season right, where you'll find all things shiny and bright. The perfect gift for someone dear. The aroma of Christmas goodies is in the air. Whether big or small, for friend or family, we have it all to make the season merry with something special just for you. Courts is the place you must come to. The Courts Ultimate Christmas is finally here. Let's help you bring in the seasonal cheer. Courts, bringing value home.
Strong preparation. Strong concentration. Strong teamwork. Strong nerve. Strong performance. Strong oil. Volkswagen recommends Castrol Edge, our strongest oil. Castrol, it's more than just oil, it's liquid engineering.
Introducing KFC's new original recipe salad. Enjoy the great taste of KFC's original recipe chicken, now also in our very own signature dressing. Salad never tasted so good.
First up in the news, Prime Minister Skerritt has warned the people of Wesley not to let indifference rob them from voting in December.
Mr. Skerritt told the crowd at the Athenia Benjamin rally Tuesday night if they failed to vote, they would be handing victory to the UWP by default.
If you do not go out and vote, then you are conspiring with the UWP to change the government. If you choose not to go out and vote, then you are indirectly voting for Lennox Linton to become the Prime Minister of Dominica. I said tonight that the blood of Dominica would be on your hands. All those who triggered and caused the demise of this beautiful country of ours.
The Prime Minister said no true Labourite could refuse to vote in the December 8 election.
If you do not vote for Labour, you're supporting Lennox Linton and the United Workers' Party. By not voting, you are making it easier for the challenger to reach and surpass the incumbent candidates. In other words, In other words, the UWP does not need your vote for them in order to win in Wesley. They only need for you not to vote. And that will be all the help that they will need from you.
Meantime, DLP candidate for Wesley, Athenia Benjamin, has appealed to the Prime Minister to return farmland which she claims was taken from them under the UWP administration.
Mr. Prime Minister, I am asking you tonight that the over 400 acres of land that the UWP took from the farmers of Wesley and Woodford Hill and Palm Tree, that you do something about returning it to the farmers of this community. That you invest in our farmers, our young men and our young women. That you give us the tools that we need, that we could revive agriculture here. I may propose that you give it to us at some concessionary rate. But talk to the farmers of Wesley, Woodford Hill and Palm Tree. We will appreciate that. The road from the Northeast Comprehensive, leading back to Batiste and connecting with the Mopo Road, 10 Shilling Road. We will attempt to do that. The Prime Minister, in his visionary outlook for this community, have already sent someone to survey the road from Northeast Comprehensive connecting to Batiste to 10 Shilling.
And as expected, the outgoing parliamentary representative for Wesley has endorsed her successor, Athenia Benjamin, appealing to her constituents to elect her.
We have over 30 persons between the two constituencies who have gone to study. And if you turn back, right in the tent over there, we have our doctor now, Dr. Curtis. All of that coming from Cuba. 10 from Cuba. 6 went to Grambling State. We have a number under the Dominica Labour Party. 2 in China under the Dominica Labour Party. 4 in Morocco under the Dominica Labour Party. So where are we going to? We're not going anywhere. We're staying right here.
We've come a long way from the days of Dame Eugenia Charles and Margaret Thatcher. Dominica is making history this election with a record number of women contesting.
Here is Prime Minister Skerrit at Saturday's launch of Labour's 2014 campaign.
7 new faces, including Dr. Martin Christmas, Nichols Shank Esprit, Cassius Daru, the little giant from the Kalinago country, will light up the Parliament of Dominica when a new session is convened early in January.
Included among the candidates on the Labour Party ticket are Justina Charles, who is pursuing a second term as parliamentary representative for Grand Bay constituency. Rosalind Paul will contest the Paybush constituency.
I wholeheartedly thank the Dominica Labour Party, my predecessor, Mr. Matthew Walter, and the various constituents of Paybush, Kalibishi, Benz, Anzime, and Solda for inviting me to stand as the candidate for the Paybush constituency in the forthcoming elections. I also need to congratulate our Dominica Labour Party on an enlightened policy towards female candidacy and to say how happy I am to be contesting the 2014 elections with 3 other outstanding women.
Former CXC Registrar Catherine Daniel is contesting the Coliho constituency, while Athenia Benjamin has her eye set on the Wesley seat. For the United Workers' Party, you have female candidates Unica Victor Anthony contesting Paybush and Monel Williams, St. Joseph.
Righteousness will rule again. Law and order will be restored. Honesty will be our guide and transparency our beacon. We are ready to break the chains of poverty, to break the chains of hopelessness, and helplessness of dependency. Like our nation, we will be truly independent.
Meantime, former Senator and Vice President of the National Council of Women applauds women who have decided to get involved in politics.
To accept that they are representing a number of the other voiceless women who may feel that that is not the place for them. And I'm sure all of the women come with a lot of experience. I know all of them, they come with a lot of experience in culture, community life, as teachers, and all of that perspective, I hope, is going to inform our decision-making, our policies.
Prince is hoping that the issues of sexual offences against minors and compensation for common law partners will end up on the front burner with more women in Parliament. She says it's critical that women in politics work together, no matter what party they belong to.
A woman may have a very, very important point, and because you belong to another party, you may not want to support. I am calling on the women who are at that level of decision-making, that there should be a kind of a cross-political line caucus for women. Because when you come together, you're already in the minority. When you come together, this is a very important platform that you can bring across the issues that are really burning for us in Dominica, the social issues. Recently, we have heard about an increase in sexual offenses against women and against minors. This is a platform that I think women would be more passionate about at the level of the House of Assembly.
You are watching Channel 5 News.
This week on 18 Degrees North, a heinous crime, a tragic betrayal, wrongfully accused and condemned to a life behind bars.
The only thing I wanted was my mother, my little sister, and my cousin back. I almost lost it. I tried to kill myself.
The fight to regain his freedom and a life that was stolen on the next episode of 18 Degrees North.
We mix it. White dog with anything. Only white dog. White dog with anything. Only white dog can beat it. It's calling. I'm eating. It's calling. Only white dog can beat it. It's calling. I'm eating.
White oak. When it pours, you reign.
Ho, ho, ho! It's the ram that I want to pull up my belly. It's the ram that I want to bat in the party.
Play Big 4 and win even more this Christmas. Spend $9 or more on Big 4 tickets and get a free letter. Spell ham, rum or buy and win hams, single barrel rum and shopping vouchers. Plus, non-winning promotional tickets gets a chance to win one of 4 supermarket shopping sprees valued at $1,000. The more tickets you buy, the more letters you get to win. Have a cheerful ham and rum Christmas from the Dominican National Lottery. Promotion starts November 10th to December 31st.
The Court's Ultimate Christmas is finally here. Let's help you bring in the season of cheer. With free gifts and savings galore, at Court's we always give you more. Shop today. You may get it free. Win a Mabe appliance for under your tree. Buy LG and you can win it too. A smartphone that's curved and thin just for you. Shop with Ready Finance this festive season and we'll pay your first 2 installments. There's no better reason. With Court's Ultimate Christmas, there's no need to roam. For Court's is always bringing value home.
What inspires you? Berger Paints, all the colors of you.
And every day until Christmas, get all the shades you love at a fantastic 20% discount on Berger Royale, Weatherproof Ultra, and all the popular Berger brands. Available at retail outlets island-wide. This Christmas, beautify with Berger.
Thank you for staying with us. Heads of churches and heads of the two main political parties are expected to meet on Friday to discuss an election code for this general election.
The Dominica Christian Council is spearheading the initiative, hoping to get politicians of the Labour Party and United Workers' Party to adopt its election code, which was issued since 1990. The Dominica Christian Council includes the Roman Catholic, Methodist, and Anglican churches. According to a press release from the president of the Christian Council, Dr. Novel Josiah, the meeting is seeking unity from the political parties on the election code. UWP's political leader told the media on Wednesday that he, the party's president Ezekiel Basil, and opposition leader Hector John have been invited to Friday's meeting at the Bishop's house.
Now, this issue of a code of conduct for elections is of great importance and significance to us, having led the way over the past year of cleaning up the politics of Dominica and defeating the politics of Mapui hate and prejudice. We hope this time around that those who are bringing the parties together for the purpose of agreeing to a code are in fact serious about policing the code and ensuring that the code now is allowed to function and to guide behaviors in the public interest of Dominica.
Linton says they expect that the behavior for the election season reflects the principles of an election code of conduct.
And we're hoping that the intervention of the bishop and the availability of a code of conduct that we sign off on will in fact influence positively behaviors across the political divide in this election campaign.
Channel 5 News contacted DLP's President Peter Seja read the election code, but he referred us to the deputy political leader Ambrose George. George could not be reached at the time.
And the female senator of the Antigua and Barbuda Parliament will grace a United Workers' Party platform on Sunday at Calibishi. Attorney Joanne Messiah served as the minister under Antigua's United People's Progressive Government. She is also an executive member of the Caribbean Institute for Women in Leadership. She visited Dominica last month for a Women in Leaders workshop hosted by the Institute and the Bureau of Gender Affairs. The UWP has invited Messiah as its guest speaker for its Women for Change rally on Sunday in Calibishi. UWP's two female candidates, Unica Anthony Victor and Monel Williams, will host the event.
We will highlight the problems that have affected and plugged our women. We will also provide a solution. We will also provide suggestion and start the conversation rolling. We know of the different abuses that have affected our women. We also know that the challenges that women have. For example, women who are currently living together with a partner but are unmarried. Women who are trying to get maintenance for their kids. Women who are struggling to make ends meet. The single mothers, the nurses who do not have insurance. The nurses who want to go away to study and are unable to do so. The nurses who are struggling to pay medical bills, even if they are the primary persons who stand up for us when we are ill, when we are helpless. We really have to address these concerns.
Both Victor and Williams will challenge the Labour Party's winning seats of Paybush and St. Joseph, respectively, in these general elections.
And we commit on the Team Dominica United Workers' Party that there will be more opportunities for women to become leaders in this land. We want to hear your voices on the issues that affect women of this country. I sat for the last 5 years and heard very little about the issues that affect our women. We had women in Parliament over the last 5 years who said very little about gender equity and gender equality. This too will change. Women will have a voice in Parliament on the Team Dominica United Workers' Party. You will hear more about the policy positions that we will take as a government to ensure that women can take their places as leaders in this country.
In other news now, a delegation of regional stakeholders conducted a two-day workshop this week to update member states of the latest development in regional integration. The workshop was conducted by the CARICOM Secretariat with the assistance of the European Union 10th EDF CSME and Economic Integration Program.
These arrangements that have been put in place and to explain how they work, or at least how they should work. The other important issues that this workshop will explore in some depth in the areas of education, occupational classification, social security, and social dialogue.
Present at the workshop were representatives from the ILO, Heart Trust, National Insurance Service of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the University of the West Indies.
As we seek to expand the categories of skilled workers who can move and seek employment across member states, the development of the Caribbean Vocational Qualification, or CVQ, assumes major importance. Similarly, the harmonization of the classification of occupations among CARICOM member states is vital to achieving a common understanding of professional categories as persons move from one member state to another for employment.
Representatives from Antigua and Barbuda, Belize, Barbados, Grenada, Guyana, Trinidad, Suriname, St. Lucia, Montserrat, and Dominica attended the workshop. Up next, Windward Islands captain Liam Sebastian has winnings on his mind as he heads into the weekend's regional 4-day tournament. Sports is next with Gavin Richards.
First up, some cricket news. Windward Islands captain Liam Sebastian is looking to build on last year's showing in the 4-day tournament and win the regional 4-day tournament, which starts on Friday. The Windwards will face Jamaica in their opening match. The Windwards were beaten finalists in last year's tournament. Speaking to Channel 5 Sports from St. Martin on his way to Jamaica, Sebastian says the team looks pretty solid.
Well, this season is a longer season than last year. It's broken up into 4 games in the first before the break, and then we have 6 after the break. So it's a longer season than last year. So obviously it's going to be more difficult in terms of guys being fit for the whole season. Last year we got to the finals, and the way we always play our cricket is that we believe in ourselves, we support ourselves and our teammates, and that if we can go into that season with the same attitude, as we always do, I see no reason why we cannot do well. It's too early to say whether we're going to get to the finals or so, because we don't really set those goals. I mean, we always set a goal to get to into the top 4 at the start of the season, and then we take it from there, but we always take it game by game. So it's too early to say that, okay, we're going to go to the finals or whatever. We have been doing very well over the past couple of years by sticking to the same attitude and the same beliefs that we have.
Meantime, Sebastian says the Achilles injury is still hampering him and he hopes to be fully fit for the season.
After the injury, it's been feeling a bit better, but so far I haven't really been able to put too much weight on it or strain because I'm advised of the physio. But it's going, obviously the intensity will increase in the training session tomorrow and leading up to the game. So I will have a better idea just before the game, but I should be alright for the game. I know I may have to take some painkillers, but I should be alright for the first game and go into the season. I just have to monitor it and manage it properly and keep doing what the physio and the doctor has advised, which is to continue taking treatment and use the relevant strapping and protective gear. So I should be alright with regards to the Achilles injury, and I don't see it too much hampering my performance in the competition. But as I said, I'm not really a doctor. I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow, but I'm optimistic that it will hold up and that I'll be able to play full part for the team.
The selectors have chosen a squad of seasoned campaigners to play against Jamaica. The squad includes former West Indies batsman Grenadian Devon Smith, who scored the most runs, 278, in the just concluded Windward Islands tournament. Smith was also named the MVP of the tournament with a high score of 95 against Dominica. The full squad leads Liam Sebastian, Devon Smith, Johnson Charles, Tyrone Theophile, Keddy Laspars, Romel Currency, Sunil Ambrose, Andre Fletcher, Lyndon James, Mervyn Matthew, Nilam Pascal, Kenroy Peters, and Alston Bob. So while Trinidad and Tobago are still searching for Darren Bravo, the Leeward Islands are now hunting for Karen Powell. The mystery continues to surround the career of Karen Powell, with the West Indies left-hander not among the 13-man squad named for the Leeward Islands to face Guyana on Friday. The 24-year-old is one of the 10 players retained by the Leeward Islands, but he has again made himself unavailable for selection. Considered one of the future stars of West Indies cricket, Powell has not played competitive cricket since the first test match against New Zealand in Jamaica back in June. He subsequently pulled out of the Caribbean Premier League and did not feature in the Bangladesh tour of the region or the aborted India series. An aggressive stroke player who opens the batting, Powell has scored 3 centuries in 21 test matches and has also gathered 6 first-class centuries. Meantime, Darren Bravo has responded to his omission from the Red Force cricket team for the first set of matches in the West Indies Professional Cricket League, currently to get underway against Barbados Pride on Friday. Chief Selector Alec Burns said that the board had arranged a meeting with Bravo for which he did not show, and he failed to contact the board of selectors. Burns said that the selectors had no choice but to omit Bravo because the selectors did not know if he was available. Bravo has since said, and he said so on Tuesday, that he sent a letter to the board indicating that he wanted some time off to deal with some personal issues. He said he also indicated that he will be available after the 3rd match, and once selected, he will be going all out to represent his country to do the best, or to the best of his ability. Bravo was one of the West Indies players who aborted the tour of India recently, and after his non-inclusion on the Red Force team, questions were asked as to whether he was being victimized. Bravo will miss the games against Barbados Pride, the Leeward Islands, and Jamaica. And New Zealand has 2 options to save their first test match with Pakistan. The first option is to score 306 runs on the final day, or to bat out the entire day. Well, both of these options look highly unlikely as the Kiwis only have 2 wickets in hand, and barring rain on the final day, Pakistan should wrap up a pretty comprehensive victory. New Zealand ended day 4 at 174 for 8 after being set a target of 480 to win the match. Pakistan, resuming day 4 on 15 without loss, went on to declare at 175 for 2, with Mohammad Hafiz getting 101, and New Zealand, like we said, were 174 for 8 at stumps on day 4. The scores heading to the 5th and final day: Pakistan 566 for 3 declared and 175 for 2. New Zealand 174 for 8. And New Zealand needs 306 runs to win. Pakistan needs 2 wickets. And the records tumbled in Chittagong as Bangladesh tightened their grip on the opening day of the 3rd and final test with Zimbabwe. The Bangladesh openers Tamil Iqbal and Imrul Kayes set a record opening partnership of 224 for Bangladesh, leading the Tigers to an imposing day 1 total. Kayes scored 130 and Iqbal 109 as Bangladesh totaled 303 for 2 at stumps on day 1. Mominul Haq scored 46, so Zimbabwe, their work cut out for them on the 2nd day. And that's all the time for sports. You can join us next time. I'm Garvin Richards.
Looks like more scattered showers expected. Your weather report is next.
The weather is brought to you by Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.
Look, Mommy.
Perfect. When you've been here, you know what's important. Protect it with Sagicor. Wise financial thinking for life.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's weather broadcast. I am your presenter, Annie Correct Joseph. Satellite imagery showed a few low-level clouds moving across the region today, and this resulted in partly cloudy to cloudy skies. Radar imagery indicated some widely scattered showers throughout the course of the day. Conditions for tonight: partly cloudy with a few scattered showers, and temperatures expected to be down to 23 degrees Celsius. Similar conditions tomorrow, and temperatures expected to be up to 31 degrees Celsius. Marine conditions: moderate in open water, with swells peaking near 7 feet. Tomorrow, Thursday, partly cloudy with some scattered showers. As we move Friday into Saturday, we expect a slight increase in cloudiness and showers. Across the region tomorrow, weak and stable conditions will result in occasionally cloudy skies and some showers, and some possible isolated thunderstorms across the extreme southern portion
off the chain. On the international scene, clear skies in New York and Beijing with some relatively cool temperatures, partly cloudy conditions in Miami, some rain in London, and thunderstorm in Caracas. The sun will rise tomorrow at 6:07 a.m. and set at 5:33 p.m. For updated information, visit our website at weather.gov.dm or call the weather hotline at 447-5555. Join us tomorrow evening for our next weather broadcast. Good night.
To end the news, the headlines again. The electorate in Westerly warned not to let indifference keep them from voting on December 8th. Dominican women leading the region in contesting elections. And political party representatives to meet with Bishop Malzer to hammer out a code of conduct for the election. Send your comments and questions to news@mapping2k4.com. And for instant access to the news, you can download the Turn Up 767 app on Google Play Store and Apple App Store. On behalf of the production team, I am Lurian Graham. Thank you for watching.